So we've had a request from our viewers for some Scott Rogers pressure point videos. For anyone who doesn't know Scott Rogers, because we fucking didn't. Volume 5, pressure points for grappling. This should be fun because we know what it's like to be doing grappling, and at no point have I ever had anyone just grab the inside of my bicep and I've just turned to a fucking lump of jelly. And
it's with Mike Dean.
And no one's ever used it in the UFC. No one's ever reached up and grabbed the back of someone's neck whilst in, say, like full mount, and the guy's just gone limp and rolled over on his back and started twitching. So does it work? It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to watch this through. We're going to have a laugh and a giggle, and then we're going to try and do some of the moves in there.
Just do it!
Let's see what we got. Got a disco intro. Very 80s.
Throat punch.
It gets very TMA, doesn't he?
No, this is just...
He just fell over in his own intro.
Yeah. But if you looked how he fell over, he'd done a back roll onto someone.
No, he fell over. He fell over.
Pressure points in grappling.
Hello, my name is Scott Rogers. Today we're going to focus on Kyushu Jitsu as it applies to grappling.
Kyushu Jitsu.
We're going to do some takedowns starting from the stand-up position, and then we're going to work on getting out of positions such as the mount and the guard. The purpose of this tape is not to teach you how to grapple.
Yeah, he's clearly from Boston.
To apply pressure
I don't know, New York.
You think he's from New York? Got a bit Joyzy in there?
Yeah, a bit Joyzy.
Joyzy. This is so 80s.
Mate, it does feel like
It's like a...
Okay, give it a little and we're going to work on some techniques from a grappling position. Basically, there are two different types of lock-up positions we're going to cover. Being that this is also applicable to street fighting, we're going to focus mostly on no-gi applications. So what we're going to do is John's going to come in.
How old do you reckon this is?
We're going to start from basic head and all.
The fact that it's also in the old school style format, I reckon it's got to be pre-2000s.
First
Yeah.
one we're going to use
Pre-2000s. It's early, yeah, it's
which is
90s.
the one behind the jaw.
Triple
This point is going to
warmer.
turn his head, and in combination with this arm, which I'm automatically
Long
on,
five.
long five
Not far away
it's
from
going to
long
allow me
38.
to bring him over and down to the ground.
I wonder why they
let's say
call
we're
it
locked up, we're
lung
looking for a
5.
position.
I don't know.
I'm going to let the fingers
I guess there
slide
must be
in.
some
Pull down on
anatomical
here.
map where they've linked it and they've gone, right, okay, that's this far away
here,
from
we can take
lungs,
a
but
knee on belly position,
does it make
or we
you
can
not
drop
breathe?
into
Is that the
one
point of it? Is that what it's
Go
doing?
right into an armbar from here, or we can continue
Armbar.
I
on
think
that
it's
same
just
point,
pressure.
hold
It's just,
in place.
when they say pressure point, it's just literally pushing it on the part that is painful.
From the same position, we're going to show you a
what I
variety
mean?
of different points.
Guess what? You
depending on
poke
your hand
anywhere
position
hard
and
enough, it
which
will
ones you feel
hurt.
comfortable with.
Yeah.
The next one we're
Simple
going to
as
use is
that.
the stomach 9 point. Stomach 9 point's going
That's
to be
neck.
activated by squeezing
It's not your
with the
stomach.
thumb
It's a
and
cardiac
pressing
artery,
down.
mate.
Yeah,
So,
which if anything would go to your heart,
always
like
with
your
this
fucking
arm, we're
lungs,
always
not
gonna
your
be
stomach.
pulling him to get that
Watch
twisting
this.
reaction.
Makes you feel hungry.
And we're going to be stepping a little bit to allow.
For this video, I've picked my short, fat troll friend who likes to roll over.
Yeah, but he couldn't have picked the worst drilling partner. That guy ain't going to attack someone in his stature in the street unless he's an animal. And if
Which
he's
he
an animal,
clearly
you-
isn't.
Thumb slip into this point here. Right? As it slips in, I'm going to squeeze in and down and put pressure here. And bring him down to the same
Could be him
position.
doing the panther noises.
That actually was.
What I'm going to do is
That noise. I'm sorry, but it just reminds me of
So
Master
we're going to
Ken.
move this arm first just so you can see it. This is going to
Panther
slide and my
Productions.
thumb is going to connect in here.
Look at
As
his
soon as
face
my
when he
thumb
pushes.
presses, I'm
Don't
gonna
push too hard,
squeeze
mate.
either the
You won't
neck
get that
or
thumb
the
back.
shoulder and the neck. And I'm going to put the pressure like I'm squeezing a pair of pliers and just squeeze it in and down. Now as I do that, that arm is going to be on me and I'm going to squeeze, this is going to pull, and we're going to bring him right down to the ground.
I guess his feet.
We're going to lock up again.
Do his feet not move?
This time, instead of attacking
Doesn't
this
matter
side,
that little.
we're gonna use
It makes up for all of it.
on the
mental
side of his
nerve.
face to help us turn his neck.
Oh yeah, this is like
Once we
the
have
gap.
control of the
They
neck
say there's a
and the
gap
arm,
where a
it's
tooth
very
once
easy
was,
to
and you
go.
push on it hard enough,
So,
and it
as we're
stops your
moving,
brain
we're
from
working
working.
Position right there. I'm going to let it slide into the opposite side, and I'm going to press down and turn.
That's
Once I get
painful.
the head turned and it's in position, I can lock it in place. As it's locked, this is going to pull, and this is going to lift. So from grappling, we slide in, we turn the head,
Nice.
and we bring him down, controlling him.
I
the
love
same
it,
way.
the old school
Basically
break
ending in
force, I
position
mean. Yeah.
to start an armbar or to go into another
This is
position.
perfectly usable in a street fight. Yeah, because the dude in the street is going to
The last
roll
point we're going to use
over.
is the collarbone points. We have the stomach
these hurt
11
when
point,
you actually-
the stomach 12
Yeah.
point, and the conception vessel 22 point. Same thing.
Come the
We're in the
fuck
same
on.
position.
How long did they learn all that?
Pulls me down a
God.
little bit. I let it slide right in, and I
Not learn
press,
it, make it up.
and it ends me in the
Well,
same
we might have made it up on the spot,
This
didn't we?
position, we can
And then just
strike,
gone back over
hit,
it and gone, oh, that's
go
what he
right
said
back
last
into
time.
the lock. Okay, let me show you this point again. We're going to take his arm away so we can see what we're actually doing. We're going to let this slide down towards his chest, and we're going to let the fingers, like a hook, fit into his collarbone. Once it's there, it's a simple matter of pulling here and pressing here.
How pissed would you be if during the jiu-jitsu class you were going, okay guys, we're going from collar ties, we're going to do this, and the guy goes, fuck off me.
It's more ticklish.
It's like when you get tickled, you just start twitching.
Yeah.
You ever been up with like after your missus just tickle your neck and you go, it's a little bit of pre-cum. So I guess that's kind of what they're looking for. They're like, I didn't want my neck to do that weird move, but to be fair, I think tickling this fat dude might be more.
I think tickling could actually work.
Yeah.
But are you ticklish when you're pissed up?
Or angry.
Yeah, no, you just fucking. Savage. Anyone try tickling you when you're grappling, you can feel it.
When you're grappling.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you train in Bristol too much, mate.
Yeah. Everyone's close to each other in Bristol. It just does. I just don't think that would work.
I don't think it'll work.
I'm not going to be spoiled. This guy could be a fucking trained assassin, yeah?
No.
This holds this position, which allows me to maintain the upper position. Meaning that as he drops down, this arm stays here, allowing me to keep the arm to set up for the armbar or another technique. I don't let it release and then search for it again.
I'm trying to think about an arm drag or any form of takedown which would involve a collar tie, where you just trap and pull.
Yeah, there's loads of setups.
There's loads of setups, but I can't see that sticking and being purely that on its own.
I did see someone once who got collar tie, double arm, and just dropped to the floor as hard as they could. That was pretty good, but it didn't go. It wasn't a takedown. It was just it got him to go down low into the position. Then he went to the head snap.
Apparently, it just makes you roll over on your back.
It won't actually make you roll over on your back, no. Not with there's resistance.
Okay, so far we've done several points which bring him down. Let's just recap really quick. We've done the mental nerve, which twists his head and allows us to twist the neck and bring him down. We've done the triple warmer 17 point, which turns his neck this way and allows us to drop him. We've used our
see that ear one, look.
Yeah.
That one there makes me cough.
And we've used the inner collarbone point, stomach 11.
Oh.
We're going to go back.
And you go like this, push it up and there, makes me cough.
Bring him down the same way.
Really.
We're going to go right into a one-leg armbar.
It does. Admittedly, it sends a weird sensation around my head, but
made me cough.
It's no worse than anywhere else if you just randomly started poking your fingers into me. I agree with like the windpipe. Like,
I don't know, man.
Jabbing anyone in there, that sucks.
Mate, no one's mentioned the ultimate pressure point yet.
What's that?
Oh, the stomach 23, the ass pipe.
That's the finger of spike. Ka-chow!
Have the armbar, making him tap. Now, something else we might want to add here. If you get him in this position and he's struggling, we want to control his head so he can't roll back. So we're going to use either the jaw point to press down or the triple warmer point to hold him here. So basically, if he wants to turn back,
I reckon I could turn out of that.
I think I could as well.
As I step over, and then we drop back and apply the technique.
The loosest armbar ever.
To his jaw or his neck points.
Oh, I knew he was to his jaw.
Once we made him grappling,
or his secret neck
both arms are in position to strike him. So rather than bringing him to the ground with a throw, we're actually going to do a knockout technique involving the area around the temple.
We like those knockout techniques.
We haven't really covered. We're going to slap. We have the temple, the corner of the eye.
So you just hitting the guy in the head. That does do pretty well.
Yeah, apparently hitting people in the head does hurt.
And on the other side, we're going to use the ridge hand to strike gallbladder 20.
Strike the gallbladder 20.
I mean, that really
does that hurt your gallbladder at all, Brad?
I can't really feel my gallbladder, but punches, like, that's just a fancy way of saying if I hit you in the back of the head, it's going to hurt like fuck, which it does.
Yeah, it hurts my head
more
than my gallbladder.
Do you reckon that's because it's a pressure point or because it's the back of your head?
Because it's the back of your head. Turns out if you hit anyone in this kind of area here, it tends to hurt. And if they happen to fall over afterwards, it's not because you hit their gallbladder, it's because you smacked them.
In the back of the head.
Yeah. Do you think it's almost like a bit? It's so culty in the way in which they talk about these areas of the body and the way they work. But do you think it's almost as like a conspiracy theory? You know, they're so into this. It's like nobody else knows about gallbladder 20 except us. I'm going to give you the secret to the gallbladder.
What we're going to do is we're going to lock up. We're going to bring him down, and we're going to show the basic knockout, and he's going to drop.
Don't tell me he's going to start massaging his neck. Oh,
Oh, mate.
Oh, no.
Oh, mate. This went from, like, I understand how it could work
Potentially,
to just straight bollocks. Go back.
At the end of this tape, we're
We're going to play that one back.
Play that one again. Go
What
back.
we're gonna do is the basic knockout, and he's gonna drop.
He's not out cold, though, because he's sat up.
He's clearly not.
20 minutes later.
And there at the same time.
A bit harder.
Nope.
I've never once seen anyone explain why the fuck they do that massage thing. When someone faints from a knockout, the last thing you do, you don't sit them up. The point of a feint is that it's your body's reaction to get blood back to your head. If you sit that person back up, gravity pulls the blood back away from the head.
That's
So
why
what
you
you
sit
do
someone up in
is
the
you
heart
lay
attack.
them down and you raise their feet if someone gets knocked out. That's a fucking like medically proved. As someone who used to do fucking lifeguarding, anyone with a head injury or gets knocked out, you lay them flat and you elevate their feet to get the blood back to the top of their head. The last thing you do is sit them up and start smacking them in the back of the head.
Give him more damage.
The back of the neck was like the gallbladder or something as well, so you just go bang, bang, just hitting it again.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
It's just like-
he just contradicted himself.
Yeah.
He started slapping him back in gallbladder 22 and 24.
And that's
And
usually
lung
shooting
17.
position or somebody
that apparently
rushing
wakes
in
him
for
up.
the clinch.
Ooh, okay.
First one, we're gonna do
could
the
be good.
difficult one. Somebody's shooting for your legs. Now, let's say he's coming in, and I'm throwing a punch, and he shoots in. If he's shooting in, he probably figures that my
This is
weight's going
dangerous looking
forward and he's
takedown
timing
right there.
properly. So I'm not going to be able to just step backwards. If I was able to step backwards, he's shooting at the wrong time. So what we're going to do is, as we come in and we
his
see him
jab
drop,
technique.
we're going to slap special points on his back.
Oh,
Please slap
between his
those special
spine
points.
And his shoulder.
what are they going to be called?
Right in this region, we have 3 points here.
Liver
3
13.
points here. You're going to feel a hollow pocket on each side. And what we're
Not
going to
me,
try to
I've
do
got
is
muscles.
slap them, which is going to drop him flat on his face.
Is it
One of
really?
two things can happen. If he comes in and I hit him before he makes contact with me, he will just fall and I could stand up and kick him
Okay,
and do
that's a
that.
definitive. That was a definitive statement.
Before he makes contact with me, he will just fall and I could stand up and kick him and do what I want.
If someone shoots in, you slap them on the back in those hollow spots, you will always fall on your face. We are 100% testing that.
Bet this guy falls on
If
his
he
back.
makes contact with me,
Oh, it just rolls.
I may slap him. We'll both go down, but he won't be in a position to gain the mount or any other position. And I
I reckon this is after 2000, mate.
backwards
They're
or
Oh,
using
something
mate.
from position.
This is before the UFC was fucking founded, where they actually realized that this shit doesn't work. It has to be.
I don't know,
It has
mate.
to be early 95s before they were like, karate would do great in the UFC. And then they were like, oh shit, that stuff doesn't work.
Was mount always
has to
used- 'cause
be.
I've done traditional martial arts, and we never used the word mount. We never used the word shoot. And suppose in America, I suppose you got wrestling, especially
Wrestling
New
and
York,
stuff, yeah.
Keep going.
So either way, when we go to the ground, I'm going to be in a position of advantage momentarily.
No, you're not.
If I
You're gonna
do
be on
it
your
quick
back.
enough, I should be able
And he's
to
gonna be on
not
top of
go
you.
to the ground at all.
But he's gonna be
So again,
paralyzed.
he's going to come in. Maybe I threw a punch, and I'm just going to slap in a downward motion. As you do this, it's not just a smack. You have to project like you're going to the floor. So it's a slap and a push. And as you hit it, you're going to notice his legs start to quiver, and he's going to drop. So we're going to try it at kind of regular speed. We hear him
Quiver.
throw a punch. He comes
Love
in,
that word.
and he just drops. Now, if he would have dropped, we would have fallen together, but I would have been able to recover because he would have still been trying to catch his balance and his awareness.
See, if he was proper gangster, what he would have said is hands up, sprawl, and like a downward elbow on the way in or something.
Nah, mate,
'Cause
this is
that
so
could have been
much
at least a
cooler.
bit more plausible. You know, sprawl your elbows back, and as you fall in, bang, straight down on the back of his neck. Maybe. But slap, fall over anyway. He's not once mentioned get your legs back, because you don't really want to get taken down. Just fall over, you know, just happily fall over.
I'm going to do it slow one more time.
He has, hasn't he? He's literally just gone, it's
Both
okay if you fall
hands
over.
Slapping down in a slapping motion. Slap and push. And if you can get your legs out of the way,
He almost
great.
went
If
out
not,
again.
Your first
If
priority
you look at the
is to
back of
move
his shirt,
back
it says
and
lol.
distance.
Sorry.
All right, now we're going to counter the upper body. As he comes forward, what we're going to look to do is try to stop him from what he wants to do, which is either lift me or hook my leg and trap me. Meaning that maybe we're looking for a position, he comes in and grabs. Now, he has one of two options here. He could try to actually lift me
it's
up
so
and throw
cute.
me, which is not too good. Or he could be looking to hook my leg, let's say bringing it around,
Why is lifting a throw not too
and
good?
take me down and try to mount me. As soon as I feel the arms around my back, I need to stop his forward motion by pressing behind his jaw. So we're going to use the triple warmer 17 point.
I mean, I know that one, that triple warmer.
Now what this just did.
You got to start teaching that, Brad.
As soon as I have this position, I'm going to slide this arm in.
Nice.
People just let go of
And
that.
I'm going to bring them down. And then we're going to go for either a cross-side position. Maybe we're moving around. Maybe we're throwing punches. He comes in. He tries for the clinch. We come behind the jaw with the fingers. We turn his head in a direction back to front. And then we push away, which gives us our distance. From here, if we want, we could even hit with this hand or hold it with this hand. Slide.
Oh, because people stay exactly where you leave
Step
them.
back, drop down,
No one moves.
and we come right into our cross-side position, or one of our other positions.
Zero
He did
downward
say
pressure.
cross-side again, did he?
I think
Secondary is our
cross-side.
same
Cross-side. It's got to
Yeah.
be cross-side.
I've got this, because he's got
Side
accent.
control.
Clinch the same way is as we turn his head this way, instead of just using the arm, we're going to actually trap the head and lift as we throw him over.
yeah, that's some
allowing us to
Aikido
come
bullshit right there.
More to a top and bottom position this way.
North-south,
Just
dickhead.
throws him in a different
You
direction.
got to this is before that. This is before North South, and that's probably about though, isn't it? Do you mean this could, I don't know. You need to find out when this video was made. Who was the Scott Rogers?
He came in for the technique. He grabbed, we turned, we placed our hand on his head, we rolled. This is going to lift, this presses down, and we're going to turn him like a wheel and bring him over.
Oh, beautiful.
And again, we could come
So
back to this
pretty.
position, which is one of the most common, or we could slide into one of the different ones that we'll show later.
You can see the difference
The
before
next technique we're
BJJ.
going to
Do you
use
know
is
what I
going
mean?
to involve
Yeah.
using the forearms to stop his forward motion. Where we're going to stop them is going to be on the gallbladder 21 points up here, right? So we're going to strike down. But the way we're going to
So
do
the
that is as he
gallbladder,
comes
yeah, so I
forward
get
to
it now.
tackle or shoot, the forearms are actually going to strike. Now,
In
we
all
can't do this
fairness,
quickly
that is
now
like
because I
an
don't
actual
want to
wrestling
injure you, so
move,
I'm just going to
isn't
go through the motion.
A block.
But basically, we're in
Use
our
your
position. He
forearms to
comes
block.
in, we stop him.
And you can
Right
start
from here,
sprawling.
to prevent him from getting our legs.
Pull the head
we're gonna
down, yeah.
Either grab our own hand,
Wouldn't
cross
you-
them,
yeah,
and
that's
drop
better.
down to
No,
our
that's fair.
Yeah, you
From
never.
this position now, we're going to reach under and we're going to twist using the mental nerve with finger pressure and bring him over onto his back, bringing him into a
Just come a little bit.
side control position.
That's not side
Oh,
control.
now he said side control.
That was the worst
So he
side
comes
control
forward,
ever.
The man, but you
we
can
stop him, we drop. We reach under with one hand and we twist.
He just crossed his
And we
fingers.
move
then,
either
didn't he?
into here or we move right into the mount position.
I suppose mount is universal.
Second
isn't it?
variation
You go
of the
into
same
the other
technique.
books. As she
comes
come in,
in,
she mounted me.
We stop him.
Yeah.
We drop down.
the
We're going to
worst
use the
sprawl
triple
I've ever
warmer
seen.
17 points to put him flat on his back. Where does a grappler want to be? The back mount. We slide in and we press.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Giggity.
Goes down
Take
flat.
the back.
We take the back. We go for our choke. Or we go for our striking position.
Open palm strikes too. You don't break his hand.
Open
in the
palm
fight.
strikes.
So this
If
time
he
comes
broke
nice
his
and
hand
quick,
in
he
this
comes
fight,
in,
he wouldn't be able
we
to
stop him,
survive.
we bring him down, we press. And of course, we keep slamming his face into the ground. Here,
Escaping the mount. This is the one I told you about. This is the beautiful one.
okay, we're going to work on escaping the mount position. Traditional way to escape is to trap.
Anyone that does do BJJ, I haven't seen this yet. Joe was talking about it, but you know how hard it is. I mean, I've been finished in mount. Herman's finished me in mount. I've been submitted for mount thousands of times in training. If you knew this technique,
Trapping the arm and elbow, and then bridging and rolling. We're going to try to use a slightly faster method, but we're still using the same idea. Whatever he's doing, either he's choking or punching, or I grabbed his arm, I still want to trap the arm. But instead of having to bridge, maybe I don't want to use my legs or he's got, I would continue the motion, where if I had him here, we rolled him, and we rolled
Oh
him.
no! Apparently that's the faster method.
Okay, we're going to do the same technique from another angle. We trap an arm, we bring him closer to us. We reach into the triple warmer 17 point. We're going to turn his head, we're going to pull his arm, and we can do a little bit of a bridge. And as we pull, we're going to roll to our side, bringing him over, and either into the guard.
I reckon you should do a
or
huge
into the
bridge from
mount
there with that
position, depending
technique.
on how quickly he uses his legs. If he's very experienced, he's going to wrap him quick. If he's not, you're going to end up on top. So we're putting pressure behind the jaw to force him in the direction that we want him to
This
go.
is unbelievable.
The next one we're going to do, maybe he's throwing a punching type attack. We're going to bridge to make his arms come forward because we need an arm.
Boom.
Yeah,
So
that
we
happens.
bridge. He breaks his fall.
Yep. He's gonna
And
trap
what
an
we're
arm.
going to do is wrap his elbow. We're going to reach through and trap it.
Good. This is all
From
what we
here,
learned
we're
as
going to
white
take our
belt.
middle
Yeah.
knuckle. We're going to find that spleen
Oh,
point,
here we
which
go.
is very exposed.
Just remember what I said to you
We're
about that
gonna
kid
dig
with the
into
dirty
it and we're gonna
fingernails? He
bridge.
come to our club, and he done it, and he got. Yeah, all I remember, he had dirty fingernails and horrible hair. he went to do it like, so I had him in mount, and he sort of like tried trapping an arm, and I was like, oh, he's going for an escape. I better let him have it because he's just practicing, like, give him some like confidence. And he started like fucking shoving his fingers and shit into my ribs, sorry, and I was just like, the fuck. So as he was doing that, I just grabbed his elbow, pulled it, and put him in a wrist lock. Oh, I beat him at his own game. He's a Japanese jiu-jitsu guy.
Oh, no.
He was devastated.
Which is going to actually send him over and start us in position for an arm lock. From here, what you probably want to do is take your right knee and slip into a knee on stomach position and crank the arm. If you're having difficulty started to pull out, we slip right back into the armbar and tap him out that way. Okay, we're going to show this from another angle so you can observe.
Getting that guy off you won't be
We're
easy.
going to bridge. He comes forward. Keep your hands in the middle so his head doesn't hit you. Let it roll up.
It's literally the least
Lock the arm.
fucking thing
Keep
you're
it
worried
tight to
about.
your body. This arm is yours now. He doesn't get it back. We find the spleen point. We dig it in, and we bridge, rolling him over. We have him locked, and we slide. From here, we apply the pressure. And remember, rub the arm because we're putting pressure on the triple warmer 11 point. If you rub it,
Triple warm at 11 now. Oh. You can...
Oh, you little bugger.
How's your warmer? How's your warmer feel, Brad?
Sleep a bit drowsy now.
I swear they do that to me when I go to the Turkish barbers. They fucking start rubbing their
might
knuckles
have to
in
get
me
it.
and start
I might have
clicking
to
my
get-
knuckles and shit. It's fucking great.
Might have to get an energy drink now after that.
Sure you don't want me to tickle your neck and like smack you and
No,
sit
don't
you
do
up
that.
and cross your legs.
That wouldn't be good, man. Not today,
my
man.
God,
Not
not
today.
today. Not
here,
good,
instead
man.
of just
I tell you what,
squeezing,
mate. You see this move there?
Yeah.
I reckon there is some legitimacy to that.
That's a real basic bitch armbar.
I don't know if I could get out of it though, before you could snap. Well, not him personally. Before someone like myself or myself would snap it.
The thing, when you get into that position there, where it's under here,
Yeah, that's like a different one. Go come to where? There.
under there,
Yeah, because he does it with his. Go back. Or just press play. I think press
Yeah.
play is probably that one.
no, he's on the elbow. He's not triangling. He's not triangling. He's only.
He should just be
lifting.
like
Yeah.
a lifter and use your knee to break.
I
yeah.
would triangle use my wrist, but then at what point, if it starts to go, are you not just going to go backwards, which will release
Yeah,
the
'cause-
knee
yeah,
on
'cause
belly,
all
and
he's
then you
gotta
could
do is
circle out.
Turn into you as far as you can.
Yeah. Because that's the natural direction.
See
He's
if
not
you
going to
could
try and
just,
go that way. He's going to go that way, in which case you're going to go back, and he'll end up in your guard.
We're going to use the spleen 21 points on both sides of his ribs. We're going to place the
I'm
knuckles
intrigued in this spleen
and we're gonna
21.
twist. What that's going to cause him to do is
I wonder if
come
there's any
up.
better than
Whoa,
squeeze.
did he say he's
Roll
gonna
him over to the side.
nipple
So as he
twist?
comes down, we place the knuckles,
No,
we
knuckle
twist,
twist.
and we get him right off the
Makes you bitch out and run away.
Mate, I told you that guy
God.
done it to me. He put his fucking knuckles in stand up so I can show the camera. I want to show you. Right, so just from there, I'll stay crouched down. Right, guys. So from here, he had his little hand here, and he stuck his knuckles in like that. Right, and all I did was I held it and I went like this. And I pulled it, got a wrist lock, or the other way you can do
That's
it.
my stomach 22, Brad. Be careful.
Yeah, and I tell you what,
The next one's going to involve using the points on the calf.
Wow, that's a
bladder
lot of
56,
bladder
57,
movers.
58.
Nice.
Again, if he's sitting upright and he can throw punches, we wouldn't use this because we're leaving ourselves defenseless. But if we were grappling and he wasn't punching, it would be excellent. If he's down very low or to one side, we can use the points.
Oh my God!
Oh, so it's in the
leg.
calf.
Take our thumbs.
He said
take a
bladder
minute,
though, yeah.
Yeah.
bridge. And he's gonna
God,
fly
this dude's
right
a
off you. He's
bitch.
not gonna like that.
Mate,
He just like runs away.
Look at on the
Struggling,
mats,
look, he's
sponsored
looking
by
for a choke,
the
you have an
Century,
arm.
the old
Are they?
Makes
UFC
the
brand.
mistake of straightening
Well, they
his
still
arm, or
UFC.
almost straightening
No,
it.
not Century
We're going to
anymore.
use the
It's all
triple
Reebok
warmer
now.
11 point. We're going to rub it, and that's going to bring him right off of us.
Ain't gonna make me roll.
So we're going to show that one more time.
Nah, man, it make me mad. I'm gonna hurt you more now.
Yeah.
We're going to lock the wrist. We're struggling. Maybe he's trying for a choke. He's pushing in. We come up here. We rub, and we bring him over.
I rubbed the man on the shaft and he rolled.
Yeah.
If he's looking at us, we can just place our thumb. And
So if he's looking at us, because we don't want to make eye contact, we don't want that.
Yeah,
This
like
is man-on-man action. We don't want to make eye contact.
points. We're going to use our ulnar bone or the bottom wrist bone to turn the mental nerve and twist his head. Then we're
Yeah,
gonna take the
grinding your
same bone,
forearm on
twist
someone's
it the
face
other
does
way,
hurt.
And twist up into the small intestine 18 point.
Right.
So let's say I'm down lower and I'm looking for something, looking for a technique. Maybe he's holding my back, whatever he's doing. I'm going to press down and turn his head.
I would
Now
not
that I
make you
press
let go.
down, I'm
Do you know
gonna
how I know that?
rotate the
I've
wrist.
been that guy on the bottom.
Tap, or he's going to move to
Oh,
the side.
God.
So in my next fight,
And then I can
if
continue
I
with the
fight again,
armbar
I know how to get out of mount.
Yeah. Just put your elbow in dude's face.
We're going to show the same one from a different angle. Again, we're using the ulnar bone to rub down and turn his head. Once his head is turned, we're going to come up and apply forward and upward pressure to get him to tap or submit. Or if we lift our leg, we can actually help him to roll over and move to another position. So from here, we're down a little bit lower. We're going to rub down, and we've turned his head and broken.
Ridiculous.
I don't understand where the guy
Such
the
a
guy
bitch.
put his arm down on the side. Look.
Roll, I lift the leg, and I slide the knee in.
This dude has zero fight.
Slide his knee in.
Okay, one excellent spot to get him into for pressure point work and even striking work is to get him on his side. One way we're going to do that is we're going to either do what we did before using the pressure points, or we're going to try for a choke. As we go to choke him, he's going to defend. Once he defends, he lifts the elbow. Using leverage, we're going to lift, pull our heel in,
Leverage.
slide our knee to the side.
That's
Then we're just
pretty
gonna roll him
basic.
a little bit this way.
Let me guess, he's now going to apply pressure point to the
From this
gallbladder
position, using
18
pressure
and then move to an
Yeah, that's
armbar.
right.
Heel
Here we go.
to dig into the rib points. So if we were allowed to strike and
points.
kick, this would be an excellent point to go for. From here, we can set up the armbar. Instead of just pressing his head down, we can use the triple warm-up point. And basically that just rolled him nicely on the side and gave me his arm. What we're going to do now is go for the armbar.
I'm going to try this.
God.
I'm going to try this tomorrow night.
Yeah.
At the gym, yeah. I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow night. I'm going to get someone in that position there. Oh,
the
we're
shoulder
there.
and the chest.
P1,
Dig our heel in
P2,
it and force him to
L1,
release the hold.
L2, sorry.
So as we're here, we press down, we step over, we get him into position, and I can't get him free. So rather than struggling, I'm going to take my
See,
left
this is a
heel,
position that a lot
Yeah,
of
this
jiu-jitsu
happens a
guys-
lot. Yeah.
and he's going to let go instantly.
That does
Does not work.
make you let go. Escaping the guard, this is the one you want about.
Escaping the guard, we're going to use pressure point.
Passing the
Liver
guard.
9.
Passing
Liver
guard.
9 is 4 fingers up from the crease of the knee, a little bit towards the inside of his leg. And as you press it, it actually releases his leg. So what we're going to do from this position,
Fucking
one
hell.
elbow,
Guard is the easiest position to get out of as long as you push on the liver 9 spot. The thing is, if you put your elbow in that position, you're just setting yourself up for a triangle.
20 minutes later.
As soon as you put that in there, they'll just slip past it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As soon
and it's
as
gone
they-
round. By putting your elbow into this area here, you are just putting yourself into a
I
triangle.
don't mind if you put your elbow on the legs and you have your hands on the inside of
Inside,
it.
yeah.
So this guy's here, his right
Two
arm
in, two out.
is not too bad. Just play a minute. He's not in too bad of a
pressure on
position.
it with our palm or our knuckle,
That's
slide
bad.
across, and come right out into the cross-side position.
Cross-eyed
Right here.
position.
So we're going to show that one more time. All right, so he's going to lock us in the guard. We have our elbows in. We're in good position. We place our elbow on the point.
That's where it
Don't
gets
just do
bad.
this.
His
We
other
slide
hand's
into
in a
the
great
ground.
position. That doesn't work.
Slide over. Oops, sorry. Come out to the cross-side position. And
Cross-eyed
lock him in
position.
there. Let me show that technique again. We're going to press into the liver point, bringing him down. Slide across. We're going to go right to the cross-side position. We're going to work our way into the mount from here. The way we're going to get the mount is to go into the next position, wrapping our head around his neck, squeezing nice and tight. From here, we're going to drop to our side position. And we're going to turn just so we can show the move.
Nice. This is actually, I told you, this
turning-
is quite good because I do this
Now,
now.
from here, if he didn't know what he was doing,
gonna cross the
his
leg,
leg
yeah.
would be down, we would step over.
It's for mount, isn't it? And use it for mount.
An experienced grappler is going to try to defend with this leg. So as you
That's
go
old
over,
school
he's going to
jiu-jitsu, that is.
We're going to use the gallbladder 30.
Fuck's sake. He was going so well. I was like, man, this is legit. This guy's actually pretty
That's
good.
going to allow us to...
He didn't even touch it. Where's this
We
gallbladder
want to
position?
keep this leg high, this leg here pinning his leg. If he was an inexperienced grappler, we would be able to put our leg over and go right for the mount.
Oh, he's clearly inexperienced. Don't
grappler
worry.
is
But I
gonna
like
lift
the
his
fact
leg
that he
and
actually
try to
knows
stop
this.
it.
He's actually quite.
So what
I'm
we're going to
actually
do is we're going to use the
fucking
gallbladder 31.
impressed.
And with our
Oh,
knee, we're
so
gonna
it's on the.
strike.
Oh, so he just
As we
dead
strike
leg.
Where there. So the gallbladder 31 is on the. I suppose there's no point in me saying that.
All right, the next
My left leg and right leg on the outside, they're basically numb from years of being kicked. I'm not bullshitting. I could take a fucking hiding in leg kicks. I used to do all the before they remember their UFC. I was also doing loads of Thai fights all the time. And I used to get kicked in my legs all the time. And you could knee me in the leg, it wouldn't make me do shit. I ain't gonna roll. But there again, I suppose if the average Joe doesn't get kicked in the leg all the time, and
It's
if he's a
not.
granddad,
That is
it's quite
not going to
painful.
make me bitch out.
Or even
That
double
is
to the jaw plate.
ridiculous. That one just. The leg. Just anyone would drop the guard. Apparently.
The dead leg's my favourite.
This is unbelievable. I really cannot wait to test some of this out. We need to make a note of all of the different positions so we can actually test it out. We're going to call this one here. There is plenty of other pressure. Get off my intestine 17, Brad. Yeah, so we're going to test this one out. This should be really, really fun. Make sure you stick around. This will be in a whole nother video. We're going to go through all of these techniques and we're going to put them to the test. If I can break his guard by using gallbladder 17, then I'm sorry, Scott Rogers, you deserve a big round of applause. If not, it's bullshit. But for now, we will see you again very, very soon. Boom, son.